Hey guys, HexyTCG here. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we will be playing the green Hoshina deck from Kaiju number 8. This is honestly, I'd say probably my current favorite deck to play. Usually I like to play yellow for the most part, just because I like the color trigger ability specifically, being able to freeze things. I've always just been a big fan of ice, if you can't tell by my good old playmat here on the cardboard Kitsune sim that they created. But yeah, pretty much the plan here is to just see what we can do with these Hoshinas. We're going to try to pull off those double attacks if we can. But I'm also playing a version with this deck that I created where I'm using the Kaiju number 8 raid target as well. So hopefully we can pull this off and show you guys how we like to use him. But looks like we're going up against Zeke in the Pure Titans deck, which is one of my buddy Ricky's favorite decks. And honestly, he goes crazy with that thing every single time. Like, I think I struggle to play against his deck for the most part. But other than that, let's go ahead and play this Hoshina. We're going to go ahead and look at the top 4. Let's see, do we get a Hoshina? Of course we do. Let's go ahead and grab this raid target real quick. Reorder this hand as so. Let's go ahead and show him that we pulled this guy, and then let's get rid of the nullify impact. I don't think we'll need to worry about that right now. We should get some more later anyway. Oops. There we go. Let's go ahead and pass it over to him. All right, let's see how quick this guy gets his Titans on. Since we got green versus green, it's either going to be either be a matchup of both of us going pretty slow, or it's going to be just the good old flood the board with green, because usually green is very good at keeping themselves alive for a hot minute up until the very end when they see their pieces. But also, if they usually don't see their pieces, I run into some people that usually will play green decks where they got majority, like 3 costs or less, just constantly flooding the board. But he's going to go ahead, put down a Pure Titan, the bearded guy, looking pretty funny. I love the way these Titans look in Attack on Titan, honestly. And then he's also going to put down Zeke's Titans as well, so he'll be able to draw a card, silent one as well. He'll be passing it right back to us. I think what we're going to do is go ahead and get the Reno down just in case we want to get our double energy. Plus he's got Step as well. So yeah, we're going to go ahead, draw. Let's move this guy back here with him as well. No need for an AP draw. We're not going to AP draw. We're just going to go right into the main. We'll go ahead and use our final as well. So that way we can go ahead and just get an AP restand. So let's go ahead and play Reno down here. Give him his step modifier. Let's go ahead and use our final event. So we can go ahead and do that. Do we want to play this here? You may place 1 card from your hand into your sideline. If you do, add up to 1 Kafka or Reno from your sideline with the specific cost. We only have 2 cards here, so we don't even need to worry about any of that. I just like having this on the energy, to be real, just so I can have my double energy going. But either way, we're gonna go ahead and at least raid over top of this what's his face, Hoshina, real quick. Move him up to the front line. No need to worry about activating the main since we don't have another one up here on our front line. But let's go ahead and get our first swing in. What do we get? Please, no special. Please, please, please. Is he here? Maybe. Yeah, there we go. All right. Luckily, we got no trigger, so we can go ahead and pass it over to him. But yeah, let me know what other decks you guys are thinking about that you think that I could go ahead and play. I'm honestly thinking about going ahead and creating some videos using some of the Bleach decks, because honestly, now that I've thought about it over the past couple of days, I actually have played some Bleach decks in person, but when it came to making the videos for them, I think the only video I've currently made for Bleach is at least with the Zombies deck. So I can go ahead and make a video of me playing that too. And of course, with it being the Zombies deck that I ended up making, it's another yellow deck. Like I said before, I'm just a big fan of yellow. Out of all the colors for yellow, red, green, blue, purple, honestly, I'd say yellow is definitely my favorite. Probably red next because it's somewhat more or another type of rush, just without the freezing ability. And then I'd say probably after yellow and red, I'd probably go blue, and then green, and then purple. I just haven't found a purple deck yet that I personally like a lot, or at least there's one that I feel like is dominating a lot. I know Code Geass purple was dominating for a hot minute back when it first came out, and then also with set 2, I know that was going crazy as well. But I haven't really seen many people play purple decks recently. So I'm hoping that in the future, dang, they ended up getting a Zeke with that, what is that card called again? Titan Injection, that's what it's called. But yeah, I'm just hoping that soon there's going to be a purple deck that's going to be at least pretty good. I'm sure there's a few out there. The one deck that I thought was going to be pretty good was the what's his name from JJK, the Todo. I thought his deck was going to be pretty good when they ended up adding that Mechamaru and then the Toji as well. But yeah, currently I'm just a big fan of at least this Kaiju deck. The new removed restriction Sukuna deck, I think that one's very fun now as well. That one's always been fun, but just getting that restriction removed has definitely made it a lot better. But yeah, let's see what this guy's gonna get ready to play. He's definitely thinking pretty heavy. So pretty much Titan Injection, you get to look at top 4, reveal 1 card, add it to your hand, place the remaining on the bottom, and then if you revealed a pure Titan, Rod Reese, or Zeke Jaeger, you get to choose an AP to restand is set to active. So yeah, he played that, grabbed the Zeke raid, restood his AP. Now he's playing a small Titan, so he gets to draw a card off of that. He's playing another Titan Injection. He's definitely searching for everything, so I think if I can try to get another Hoshina up there pretty soon, not this turn, but at least the next turn after this one coming up, I should be able to start getting ready to swing soon, as long as he doesn't pull out specials. So he's got at least 2 of his 7-drop Titan raids, so we got to be careful for that, because that raid target is pretty good. Yeah, for each Titan, reduce the required energy for this guy by 1. So yeah, as long as he keeps getting these Titans up there, he's gonna be good. Currently, he's able to actually no, he won't be able to play it yet. If he puts down at least a double energy on his energy line, he'd be able to. But at least next turn, I'm assuming he's gonna get ready to raid this guy with the Zeke that's sitting back here. So let's see what we gonna do here, Mr. Super Basher 1. Probably have to go ahead and chop out some of this video just so that way I can make sure it's not too long. But for the most part, as long as the video is nowhere close to like 30 minutes, I think we should be good. Okay, there we go. All right, so he's gonna go ahead and use a special immediately. And yep, this one's immediately sidelined, just making sure it's not a removal only. So let's go ahead and do that. Let me make sure he at least sidelined a card. Yep, okay, so cool. He sent that to a sideline as well for targeting the Hoshina. Because with this Hoshina raid, you have to make sure you silent a card in hand as well. Alright, so now he's got 1 more AP left. What are we gonna do here, mister? With what we have currently, we would honestly be able to raid this guy right here, and then we'll be able to actually get rid of his Zeke. We won't have to worry about our front line too much, just because at least getting rid of the Zeke, we won't have to worry about the activate main giving the Titans impact and BP boost as well. Let's go ahead and add this Hoshina to our hand real quick, and then we're going to go ahead and get ready to excuse me, we're going to go ahead and get ready to actually, let me make sure. Okay, actually we won't be able to, because we'll have to, I forgot with this card, you have to set resting a character on your front line to be able to give this guy energy. Actually, we still can do that. We'll just move, yeah, we'll move the Kafka up to the front line so we can just rest something. So yeah, let's move Kafka to the front. Let's go to main. Let's activate him real quick. Just show that we're choosing this guy to activate. Switch him to resting. Switch another character on the front line to resting. Let's generate more energy. Let's go ahead and add 1. And now we're at 4. So now we can also just go ahead and play this Hoshina to the energy line real quick. That way we can search the top 4 again. Go. And this time, let's take this Hoshina right here, the double energy. Let's move this one up front, move the Kafka up front there. Let's reveal this hand, and then we'll go ahead and silent a card since we grabbed one. Alright, so now we're at 5. Let's actually just play this one for right now. Play this one to the energy line. And now that we're at 6, we can go ahead and use our last AP right here to go ahead and just raid over top of, oh, I did not mean to do that. I meant to press this one right here. All right. And now that we did that, we will switch it to resting. So that way we can use the second part of that when played raid ability. And then we'll choose him to sideline. And then activate main. Place 1 card from your hand and place it sideline. I'm not going to worry about that. I do not want to get rid of anything in my hand at the moment. because I do want to try to place that Hoshina to push up at least the 1 drop or even the 0 drop. It doesn't matter to me which one I push. Let me get rid of the energy generation modifier real quick. There we go. All right, so we should be good for right now, hopefully. I hope your guys' day is going well. Currently, as of today, we're hoping to get snow in our area here in Virginia, so I'm hoping that while I'm doing this video during my lunch break, that, oh no, homie said he bricked. It's never fun bricking in this game, to be real, but hopefully he doesn't forfeit. Maybe we can just play it out. Because sometimes even if you brick, I honestly feel like you can still come back later on. I've had so many games in the past where I literally bricked for the first 3 turns, didn't get to swing, but with whatever came out from life, I was able to just make it work. Okay, so we don't have another Kafka to raid on top of with the 6 drop. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do an AP draw here. Yeah, let's do an AP draw. Okay, so we just got another Hoshina. Let's go ahead into our movement phase. Let's move this one to the front like we mentioned. Oh, dang. Yeah, that happens a lot. And that's always the worst part about the card game. Like, you can get a great starting hand, but then just the drawing after that always feels terrible. But yeah, let's go ahead and go into our main phase real quick. Let's play down... yeah, we'll just play down this guy here to the energy, so that way with his effect we can move another character to the front line or just to any line as long as it's a Hoshina. So we're just going to move our 0 drop from the energy to the front line just to fill it up. And then for our last card here, we are still at 5 energy, so we're just going to go ahead and play this Hoshina to the front line. When played, look at a number of cards on the top of your deck equal to the number of other Hoshinas on your field. So instead of counting this guy, we're just going to count 1, 2, 3. And so we just only get to search 3 here. So we're going to search. Unfortunately, we don't get nothing, but that's okay. I would have liked to restand him, to be honest, but let's let him know we whiffed. And then, yeah, place the remaining card to the bottom of your deck. If you added a card, place one from your hand into your sideline. You may switch. Okay, if I added a card, you can go ahead and place one to your sideline. And then it says after that, you may switch one active Hoshina on your field set to resting. If you do, switch this character to active. So we're going to go ahead, switch this guy to rested, switch him to active. And then I still don't think, nah, we don't have to worry about giving him impact or anything because they don't have nothing. So let's go ahead and get our swings in real quick. Let's swing with our Kaiju 8 first, just in case there's a special. I'd rather get rid of a Hoshina first because honestly, I want to be able to secure the impact for now. Let's go ahead and get another swing here. Okay, so now he's got 2 targets to raid with at least. He's got the Rodriguez and then the other Zeke. Hopefully we can keep our field going for right now since he ended up bricking, but this is what we've got for now. In the future, I do want to try to bring back some more webcam videos. In the past week or 2, I don't know what happened to my webcam. It still at least pops up on video in Discord and everything, but at some point, I think my cord got pinched while I was moving stuff around and then just trying to hurry up and clean up for my fiance's parents that were coming over a few weekends ago. And I think I just put something too heavy on top of the cord, and I think that ended up pinching some of the wires inside. So whenever the camera turns on, you can still see, but it looks like as if you're just watching through a glitch screen, so everything just starts bouncing around. But some people haven't had too many problems or any problems at all while playing webcams, so I just don't want to upload any videos with those kind of camera look or those kind of camera views because I just don't think that's something that I would personally want to sit down and watch. But at least with this, I'll still be able to still play on the simulator, get you guys some content out there. But yeah, like I said, I do want to bring out Bleach and start making some videos with that as well, because there are a bunch of decks in there that I haven't shown y'all that I know you guys are aware of. And then I also just want to give myself the chance to learn more decks than I already know. What's the ability he's using here? During your turn, this character gains 2000 BP. If there's an active character on your opponent's field or opponent's front line, this character also gains damage too. Okay. Alright, we'll just go ahead and immediately block that with one of the Hoshinas so we don't gotta worry about that. Or... yeah, let's just block. Just be smart about it. We don't need to take the life right now. Plus, we can open up a spot just in case we get a Kafka right here. If we do get a Kafka, that'll be great. Draw. Nope. We still can at least raid over top, so that's good. Let's do an AP draw. Okay, still more Hoshinas. That's fine. We'll always take it. Let's go into the movement phase, main phase. No need to move anybody. We will go ahead and immediately... do we want to raid with this one, actually? Yeah, let's just do it. It doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and raid this guy. We're just going to choose... Actually, cancel that, cancel that. Let me think here. Even though I know we still have a lead, I just want to make sure I'm playing the right way, just to show you guys what I at least like to do, or at least what I think is the right way in this specific matchup, or just in general. But yeah, I think we'll still be fine even if we raid this guy. We don't have to worry about it too much, luckily. So yeah, let's just raid over top of him. Yeah, raid over top of this guy. And then we will activate his main, set this one to resting, so that way we can give this guy the double attack. And then we still have 1 AP, so we can at least play this to the front line. We won't worry about restanding it. We'll still search 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And we'll definitely take this guy here, because this will be a very good card to allow us to restand him once we activate our double attack. Let's show that we picked this guy, and then we're going to sideline that. Alright, and then obviously we're not going to activate that so we don't get rid of that part. So, honestly, I think we'll be fine to... Actually, no, because if I switch it to resting, he'll gain the 1000 in impact. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll just leave it alone. Let's go ahead and swing. Honestly, end up overthinking a lot of the times when I'm playing this game, because there's been so many times where I just didn't give myself the chance to think really quick or take the minute to think, and then I ended up screwing myself over and messed up. But I think we have this game in the bag here just because he unfortunately ended up bricking. Alright, so there he goes, getting rid of that. Let's go ahead and move this modifier. Alright, so I believe we got just about one more turn left over. He used only one special this entire game, I believe. 2 color triggers, 1 special. Yeah, he's only used 1 special so far, so he could go crazy here, play down at least 1 card to the energy, restand with an AP, and then if he got lucky, that'd be crazy if he did, with the amount of drawing he has done at least. It'd be insane if he pulled 3 specials. 2 of them at least would be crazy as well right now, but I mean, hey, you do what you gotta do to make sure you get that win, or at least keep yourself in the game as long as possible. But let me know what you guys think about this variation of this deck that I created. I know I haven't been able to put down like the main pieces to show it off as much as you can, but at least we're still able to get the Kaiju 8 like I mainly wanted to show y'all for this little mix that I created. I've seen a few people at least throw on Kaiju number 8, but at least from what I've noticed, you either get to play him or you just use him as like a piece or just like a sideline card if you just can't run into your Hoshinas. Because obviously with this deck that I built, your main focus is of course playing with the Soshina or Soshiro Hoshinas, so that way you can at least get your double attacks out there. But then you also can just get your high cost 3Ks or 3 above, and that's pretty good too. So let's see what he's got coming up. I think he is just really stuck in the motion right now of thinking that there's possibly a way to come back, but I think even if he tries to push anything up, it's really going to just be the end of the game either way, because with Hoshina, I'll still be able to get a double attack. If he tries to target Hoshina, he has to get rid of one of the cards in his hand, at least specifically for this raid target with the signature. But then at least with Kaiju, I'll be able to set him resting to give him impact and 1000 BP to push him to 5k, which is nice. But then I'll be able to get rid of a card in hand and just stain him back to active so I can get that last swing in. So we at least have our impact secured here. Whether or not he's got a final, we'll still be able to swing 3 more times. 4 technically. Um, I really wish I was able to have this Hoshina out first, so that way it could be 4 or 5 instead, but we'll be fine. I think the next video I would like to go ahead and play as well, or create for you guys. There's some Hunter x Hunter cards that I don't really see too many people talking about or playing. So I think I want to get a video out that's of me playing with like the Volume 2 Krillo deck or the Phantom Troop deck, whichever way you like to see it. And then I also want to make a video using some of the specified slot decks. I think they're really fun. I want to try again with the Nen Beast and Razor deck, because I feel like people say that's a good deck. I just have never had any good luck with it, but I still need to like see what I can personally do with that one, because I know it's still somewhat playable. I just feel like with literally every other Hunter x Hunter card out there, I just have not had the best luck, especially bringing that deck outside of rare battles. Oh, did this guy just leave? I think he just ended up leaving. Oh no, he conceded. He said GG. I didn't see that. But yeah, either way though, thank you guys so much for stopping by and checking out this video. Sorry it wasn't too much of a like insanely full gameplay, since they did unfortunately brick. Like they mentioned, they did have a good start hand, just unfortunately the way that the game shuffled, they weren't able to get the rest. But I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.